Hi, everybody. This is Jim Wright with Achieve Weight Loss, and I just want to say hi for just a few moments and encourage you out there if you're really struggling with your weight and you're saying, I've lost weight in the past and I just gain it back. In fact, that describes a lot of people. I've heard people say I've lost the same 50 pounds over and over again, or I've lost 500 pounds in my lifetime. It's so easy to lose the weight and then gain it back, lose it, gain it back, and that's just horrible for your health. And I want to just give you a few thoughts today on some ways to have sustainable weight loss. Because if you're tired of gaining your weight and then losing it and then gaining it and losing it, if that describes you, if you're like, I am looking for a way to lose my weight and keep it off, let me talk to you about that for today. First of all, let me ask you about some unsustainable methods. Let me give you some things that I've seen over the last 7 years that I've been teaching people how to lose their weight and keep it off. First of all, pills. It's amazing how many people have called us and said, hey, do you sell pills? Do you give these pills and prescriptions? And our answer is no. And here's why. I don't believe that's sustainable, because what a lot of times people do is they'll take pills and they will lose weight, but they a lot of times don't change their eating habits at all. And so they still have unhealthy eating habits. They're relying on a medication to help them lose the weight. It's hard on their body. Those things really cause a lot of internal metabolic things that happen. And so it's just not sustainable. And I've seen it over and over again. When people go off the weight loss pills, guess what they do? They just gain the weight back. Why? Because it's not a sustainable way to lose weight. Here's another one. It's not sustainable, and that is radical diet changes. I was on a phone call not too long ago with a customer service representative of an internet company, and he said, I told him what I did. He said, I've started to do a thing to lose weight. I said, cool, what are you doing? He said, I'm not eating meat anymore. Am I going to lose weight? And my answer is yes. I mean, if you don't want to eat meat, yeah, that's a calorie deficit. You're probably going to lose weight. Here's the problem, and here's what I ask him. Can you live that way the rest of your life? He paused for a few moments. He said, probably not. Now, there's a lot of people that are vegetarians and vegans. They're happy to live without eating meat, and if you can, that's great. But for a lot of people, he couldn't sustain that. I was at a party not too long ago, and I had a guy, and we were talking about weight loss, came around and what I did. And he said, yeah, my wife's got me on this diet. And I said, well, good. How's that working for you? He said, I've lost about 15 pounds so far. I said, that's awesome. And he was saying, but it's so restrictive, and I can't do this and I can't do that. So I said, well, can you sustain this lifestyle? And his answer was, no, I can't. Now, he's lost weight. And let me tell you, when you make a radical diet change, you can lose weight out there when you make those radical diet changes. But the question at the end of the day is, can you sustain that? There's other ways that people use to lose weight, like radical nutritional changes, the restricted nutrition changes. And again, there's a lot of programs that will really restrict your nutrition. You might go on a cabbage soup diet. That was a fad at one point. But you're not getting any protein to speak of, very little fat in that kind of a fad diet. And a lot of these programs will cause you to lose weight, and you will lose weight, but you're restricted on your nutrition. So you're not getting a good, healthy dose of your macronutrients. You're not getting your micronutrients, your phytonutrients, all those things that are so important for sustainable weight loss. And so again, if you're on a really restricted program, and you're just finding yourself like, wow, you're losing weight, but you're thinking, I can't keep going. Well, let me tell you something. You're going to lose weight, but you can't sustain it. So you're just really hurting your body. Here's another thing, too, that, again, is I don't believe sustainable. People get on weight loss programs that are super, super expensive. A lot of those involve prepackaged meal programs. Now, I understand it's convenient. You get the prepackaged meal, it's there, you eat it, you go on. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to really learn anything. You just do what they tell you to do. And you will lose weight on those programs. But those programs are very, very expensive. You could spend thousands of dollars a year on those prepackaged meal programs. And again, the problem is once you stop getting those in the mail, you're probably going to gain your weight right back because you're just going to return to your old eating habits because you don't really understand how and why those things work. So here's some questions. What makes a weight loss program sustainable? Because there are tons of ways to lose weight. Make no mistake about it. There are hundreds of programs out there, and there are many ways to lose weight. I mean, you can just not eat for, go on a fast. You're going to lose weight. So you can lose weight calorie restriction. You can lose weight, by prepackaged meal programs. I'm not stupid. There are tons of ways to lose weight, but the big question is, can I sustain this? So let me tell you what I believe makes for a sustainable weight loss program. First of all, it has to be grocery store based. This has to be your food. This has to be food that you can get at the grocery store. And it has to be grocery store based, because if it's stuff that comes in the mail or the little box or whatever, you will lose weight, but it's not your grocery store. So once you go off the program, you're probably going to gain it back. Here's another thing that I believe is so important for sustainable weight loss, and that is not a radical departure from your current eating habits. I tell people this: what I'm going to teach you is one click over from how you've been eating. A lot of times, a lot of weight loss programs are a 180 from the way you've been eating. And when you have those radical departures like that, for most people, that's just not sustainable. So whatever you do, it can't be this huge radical departure from how you're currently eating, or you'll just give up and you can't sustain it. Also, I really believe, from my own personal experience, having lived this for 7+ years now, you have to allow for occasional indulgences in those unhealthy foods. So my wife's birthday is today, and this is one of those what I call unhealthy days, because we're going to go out and we're just not going to worry about what we get. She's getting that free birthday meal or free appetizer or whatever, and we're just going to have fun. You have to be able to do that once in a while. You have to be able to go to those special occasions and things like that and not feel like, oh, I'm on a diet, I can't do anything. So you have to have it built in that you can indulge on even those unhealthy things. Let's be honest. Chocolate chip cookies are not really healthy for you. But I'll be honest, I love chocolate chip cookies. So you have to be able to eat those things on occasion. Again, a sustainable weight loss program has to be affordable. It's got to be something that you can afford to do. Again, weight loss doesn't have to be expensive. It has to be affordable. Here's another thing, and this is huge. It has to be educational. It has to teach you how to make your food work for you. It has to teach you how to create your own menus. Again, you can get on a program and you can get these preset menus, but if you don't understand how those menus work and why those menus work and how to create your own menus, it's just simply not sustainable. In all of our classes, starting with week 1, we start working on creating menus from grocery store things, menus of things that people like to eat who are in the classes, because if you're eating stuff you don't like to eat, it's simply not sustainable. You have to be able to eat what you like to eat. It also has to be sustainable, and it has to provide you for options to satisfy those cravings without blowing it. Okay? I love chocolate. I'm a chocoholic. I have a sweet tooth. I'll be honest. So I believe a sustainable weight loss program has to provide you for options to satisfy those cravings without just blowing your, quote, diet. Again, my lifestyle tells me about those options in my grocery store and other places I can find those that keep me from blowing it. A healthy weight loss program has to give you resources. We provide our people with a databases of over 1,500 grocery items, 300 plus recipes. All those databases are constantly growing. You have to be able to access those databases. Here's another thing. It has to give you support. So we walk along with you. We have online community, private Facebook page, not this page, but another private one. People can interact back and forth. We have online coaching. When you submit food journals, we give you interaction back and forth. We see how you're doing on your weight tracking. You have your own personal coach, so to speak, as long as you're in the program. And you need that support. You need other people coming alongside of you and encouraging you. So there are tons of ways to lose weight. That's just a reality. We're not the only game in town. There are tons of weight loss programs out there. At the end of the day, here's the question you have to ask yourself. Can I live this way the rest of my life? If however you're using to lose weight is not a way you can live that way the rest of your life, it's simply not sustainable. You'll lose the weight, but you're just going to gain it right back again. I believe at Achieve Weight Loss, in fact, I know at Achieve Weight Loss, we have the solution. We teach you about your food, how to create your own menus. We walk with you all the way through. You get those online feedbacks. We have the community. We have everything out there, and to boot, it's very, very affordable. We give you those options so that you can enjoy sustainable weight loss. We give you knowledge, and knowledge is power. We give you something you'll have the rest of your life. That's education about your food, the food in your grocery store. So look, if you're looking not only to lose weight, but how to keep it off, I encourage you to check out our website. We have an online course that you can take. And again, we are there with you all the way through that. And we will give you that personal coaching all the way through on our online course. We offer on-site programs at businesses, schools, and churches. If you're interested in that, send me an email there at jim@myachieveweightloss.com, and we would be glad to come out to your church, your business, your school, and to do things on-site for you. And we're soon to release a course that you can just get your friends together, and y'all can watch the course. And we are going to be there online to give you all the help that you need. So again, there are tons of ways to lose weight. The question is, for you, when you're looking at those weight loss programs, is this a way that I can sustain my weight loss? We provide you the tools. If you have any questions, feel free to send us questions here on our Facebook page or send me an email. We are here to help you. Hope you have a great and healthy day, and I'll see you soon.